be healthy because of what you both went through, losing your spouse to disease. And so that changed the course of both of your lives. And now you're healthier because of that decision. I mean, that's an amazing story. So
well, now I'm 66 and I'm still climbing.
I know. And are you going to continue to climb until you feel that God doesn't want you to anymore? Or are you just going to, how is your health and everything now? Everything's well?
Well,
except for
no, I have to say, yeah, the sleep thing it just started. I mean, that's a result of having fallen on Mountain 54 and this whole long-term thing. But no, it's not that I can't climb high altitude. It's that I had to take 6 months off for my ankle. And then I dropped a computer on my toe and I couldn't climb in St. Lucia. And then as soon as that finished, I got an ingrown toenail. And then as soon as that finished, they did the sleep study. And this is about a year later that I haven't climbed higher than 10,000 feet. Actually, that's not true. I haven't climbed higher than 11,000 feet. So I really like the 15, 16, 17, 18,000 mountains because the challenge is so big for me. So to say I'm not going to climb again, no. I just keep doing hiking every other weekend as much as I can. Right now, it's a bit difficult we have a lot of open space where I live. We just have to go and make sure we don't run into other people on the trail.
Right,
but
right.
I'm not going to stop climbing. What I'm doing right now is encouraging my husband to keep his body really, really healthy so he can do crazy things like he wants to do. And I'm being a little bit more quiet. I just started strength training, so I'm in my 4th week of that. And I imagine I'll get all my body back because the muscle memory is there. And I'm going to be resilient about that part of it. So no, I'm not healthy as I was. The sleep apnea thing really threw me for a loop, but I'm not depressed about it anymore. It was really hard, but now I'm like, okay, I had a good night last night. I'm going to have another good night tonight. And as those things get more balanced in my life, then I'm sure I can't wait to go back to Ecuador. I don't want to go to Antarctica or anything crazy, but I want to go to Alaska. I want to go back to Colorado. I want to go to Europe. There's a 14-day trip there that you sleep off. Oh, so many places. I can't wait to go, but I do have to be patient, and I can only outwit one thing at a time.
Right.
So right now it's how to sleep, right? How to sleep really well and wake up energized. And it's about 7th time in 3 months that I'm waking up energized. And one was to be able to share and give back and offer things to your community that they may not know about, because we have to be resilient. We have to overcome because it's our lives. It's our day. It's our opportunity not only to train our brain, but also our body and our soul.
I love what you said. You are outwitting one at a time, and you're being wise about your body, and you're listening to your body. I would say you're still climbing many mountains. So you and your husband committed to helping 100 children, change 100 children's lives. Tell us about that, because I'd love to hear about that, because that's another mountain and it's huge. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, because I'm a heart patient, I really have avoided hospitals, doctors, and all that since I was 15. But as I said, my late husband was ill, so he had 7 doctors, one for every organ, and then every organ failed. And so I pretty much stay away from doctors other than this one cardiologist. And then I have a chiropractor, and I have an acupuncturist, and I do massage, and I have a trainer. So what I realized one day is my Seroptimist Club, which is a group of women that help girls and women, said, go find a heart project for us to do. You're a heart patient. And I was like, hands off. No, I'm not doing that. But I found a place called Mending Kids where they were bringing children from all over the world. And a lot of them were heart patients. And I didn't really want to hang out with them. They were little, 3, 4, 5 years old. And then in the door walks a little girl with scoliosis from Ecuador. And I speak Spanish, so I had a little conversation with her, and I realized by feeling her back, as I'm hugging her, I feel like, oh my goodness, this is really different. She's not a heart patient. I was so happy. So I started hanging out with her, and there was a lot of other really serious situations. Like that's when I met Maya in 2009. She had a craniofacial where she was missing most of the bones on the left side of her face. So I met all these kids. But this one I just really felt attached to. And when she went for her scoliosis pre-op, they found out that her heart was enlarged so much it was causing her back to look like a hunchback. And they said, we can't do scoliosis. We have to do open heart surgery first. Now, I wasn't there. I didn't hear that part. They called me and said, Naomi, please come to Children's Hospital on January 1st. She's going to be she's going to be in ICU, and she wants to see you. So I go there, not even thinking what I was going to find. And I walked in, and only one adult allowed per visitor, per patient. And I went in, and there she was, 9 years old, heart patient, everything that I had except the oxygen tent. And I started weeping. And I went really crazy for about 45 minutes. The nurse is holding me and answering all my questions. And luckily, Maria was asleep because I was really out of it.
Right.
And as I walked out of that room afterwards, I realized that I had avoided it for 45 years.
Wow.
And it's time for me to think what I could do differently
to
pay it forward. So we had planned on saving 100 children's lives. What really happened is we've now saved 163.
Oh,
so
amazing.
we changed the number. We now call it Mending 1,000 Hearts.
Oh, and you know what's amazing is God used the story that you were of you as a child, and you were avoiding that because of the pain of it. But in seeing that, there was some healing for you emotionally in that, and then think of the lives you're saving, Naomi, and your husband. That is amazing.
So I speak, and I give 25% of all my speaking fees go directly to Mending Kids, particularly for hearts. And my goal was to do a trip to Namibia right now. Actually, March 14th, it was supposed to go. And of course, it had to get canceled. But my goal is to pay for an entire mission. And an entire mission costs about, it depends, 15,000 to 30,000, depends how many doctors we have. But to pay for an entire mission. And so I went on one of those missions with my husband to Ethiopia. And we were invited into the surgery room, which would never happen in the Western world. And my husband is a doctor, an orthopedic doctor for animals. So the two surgeons were talking away, blah, blah, blah. And then the doctor says, Naomi, you've got to see what I found. And he steps back, and I'm looking over at this little hole, and I see all these little things. I have no idea what I'm looking at. And he goes, do you see it? I go, tell me. He goes, it's the exact same problem you had. I'm going to fix it right now. Watch.
Wow.
And he took his scissors and he cut a 1/8 inch hole in that little kid's valve and repaired his bicuspid. So now he had 3 cusps instead of 2. And I was just shaking. I was like, and I realized what you just said, that God used my past to open the door for me, that I'm now in a financial position to be free to go and speak and to share and to volunteer and to help. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's very thrilling to see a child who can just barely move from one chair to the next, and 2 days later is running around because their heart got repaired.
Yeah, it's like a miracle. It's like it's just amazing. That story is amazing, how God turned that around and used you. And that's impactful. Now, is there anything you want to say? We've only got a few minutes left. Is there anything you want to say to our audience out there, to the moms out there? And then tell us, the audience, how they can get a hold of you and a little bit about your generous free gift. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Well, I really want everyone to understand that your health is your wealth. And because of the losses that I've had and the gains that I have and the chances I have to live my life full out, I would love to offer you an opportunity to evaluate your own health just from your own home. And it's called Superhero Health Quiz. Superhero Health Quiz. So when you write that, I'm going to give you the whole address. It's going to go through my website, thebraveheartshift.com. So the brave heart is the kind that beats, but still turns towards that virtual mountain or even a real one, but you need to climb over, go under, or go through it, and decides to go. So the braveheartshift.com/superhero health quiz will give you an opportunity to look at your own health, your mental, your physical, and make some decisions. You're going to find ways to congratulate yourself. You're going to see things you're doing exactly right, and you might see some things that you're not doing as well as you could. And that's my encouragement to you, to find new resources, find new training, and then focus on the part of you that needs the most help that you can do today consistently over time. And that would bless me more than anything. If you want to help kids, just go to mendingkids.org and just see what they're doing.
Mending Kids, that's beautiful. And what a beautiful gift, because she's right. Our health is our wealth. If we don't have health, we don't have anything. And so this is a beautiful gift that she's offering to you, man or woman. This is a beautiful gift to take advantage of and to learn more. And where is the website?
Mendingkids.org, MENDING, kids, KIDS.org.
Beautiful, beautiful. So I really want to thank Naomi for being here today, because she has inspired me in so many ways. And she is providing, if you've noticed in the last 2 weeks, she's talked about resources, meaning information that can help you, information that can take you to the next level. And so she is providing that resource for you of the health and getting your health back. And so you want to take her up on that opportunity. That is beautiful. Thank you for all the little nuggets. I've got notes every which way from all the little nuggets you've given us, Naomi, today.
My pleasure.
Thank you. And I want to thank everybody for being out there. I hope that you have found, actually, I know you have found some gems. It is never too late. It's never too late to get your health back, to lose weight, to have a brave heart, or to follow your dreams. It is never too late, because you have this day. What are you going to do with this day? Don't wait until tomorrow. Start today. Start with the first steps, as Naomi says, and take one step after another, and your life will be changed. Naomi and I thank you for being here today. And Naomi, thank you for all the little gems.
My pleasure.